Hi, and welcome to LNA Does Audio Stuff. I don't know what that was. So, in this video, I want to show you 10 tips and tricks on how to make lifts, like type of lifts, but also drops. And these techniques are okay to use in any genre at all, like any genre. They're just guidelines of how to kind of deal with rhythm, with space, how to make your arrangements and those transitions more smooth with production techniques. I think that's what it's about. Let's get into this tutorial and learn about drops and lifts. What? First tip, we're gonna add a very simple drop, the most simplest one ever. So what I'm gonna do is go between the verse and the chorus, and I'm gonna highlight a bar before the chorus, and I'm gonna delete everything that's on it. Now we have a drop. So let's just listen to it, the transition without anything in it. It's just one bar, and it kind of gives it already a little bit emphasis, so we know we're transitioning to somewhere because we have empty here. But now we can just choose how we're gonna fill it, and this technique is mostly just filling it with something very simple. Klung, or clap, or someone yelling, hey! So we can just add clap first. Let's take one with a little bit of a reverb on it and decay. Let's add like that. A little bit of reverb and delay. Okay. So something's happening. It sounds actually much more interesting already. So imagine if you have vocals on this production, and they probably go all the way to this gap here. A wooden like a hit is super trendy right now and always works for this type of drop. Very simple again. I personally like music that is simple but effective. Okay, tip number 2 is vocal chops. So let's say we have vocals that are working just before the chorus starts. Can't you see? Don't you care? So we had the word care. So what we will do is now line this care word. And now what we will do is just chop it here rhythmically. So care, maybe care, 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 and then zoom in. I have a flexible grid, so I can just go and add it even more. So what longer it goes, so care, 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 care. That's what kind of the rhythm I'm going for. Okay, so that already sounds kind of cool. It sounds something cool is gonna happen. What I will do is just consolidate that. So Command or Control J. Like that. So we have it as one clip. And what I will do is double click it, and then I go into clip envelope. So in Ableton Live 10, it's in a slightly different place. This is Ableton Live 11. And I'm going to go to the clip envelopes, and I go clip, and then from there I go transposition. We're gonna transpose this so it goes k. Very trendy again. So let's put that minus 12. There's too long there, so let's just bring that in and see how that sounds all together. Can't you see? Don't you care? And that's how you can do it. Tip number 3 is small lift in a drop. So we have maybe a lift coming before the drop so that we can highlight the drop. But what if we do a little lift inside of the drop as well? So if we have a lift, and then we have this kind of little breath happening inside of it. So let's just make a drop in front of from intro to verse. So we have this transition. So let's just create a little lift inside of a drop. So first I'm gonna use a very, again, simple way of doing it. So we're gonna reverse a cymbal. So let's find a cymbal. That one has a really nice decay, so I'm gonna get that. So decay is the sound that kind of fades away. So let's get that one there. So I'm just gonna put it on the audio track there, and now I'm gonna double click it, and then we're just gonna go to the clip editing window, and from there we're gonna select reverse like that. Again, very simple. Tip number 4, auto filter drop. Okay, let's create it in the middle of this chorus. We're gonna go to EQ and filters, and from there we're gonna go to auto filter, and we're gonna actually now put that in a master track. Yes, we are. Activate the automation from here, and we need to actually extend the master channel so we can see the automation lanes here. And I'm just gonna click the frequency. I wanna add one breakpoint here, another breakpoint here, and then I'm gonna add other 2. And I'm just gonna create this little drop here, and we might need to actually bring that a little bit like that. Maybe we don't want everything out, just more like a bend like that. Nice, I'm actually enjoying that. And then what we can always do is, again, bring a hit or something into the drop. That is the reason why actually doing this same thing in group would be much more beneficial. So I'm gonna group all these tracks, and I'm gonna put it on that group track here. There we go. So now it's in the group track and not on the master. There we go. It's again very simple but pretty effective. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Oh, hi, this is voiceover Lena editing this video, and I thought I need to actually do a better tip for the number 5. So I'm gonna do a drum lift tip for you as a number 5. So firstly, let's start by adding a drum kit into a track. Then you're gonna add an empty clip on a MIDI track. Then we're gonna add a kick drum going on every single beat of the bar. Then we're gonna add another kick sample, similar clip, the kick coming more often, so dun 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 dun. And then we add another clip which has the kick coming even faster. Do 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 do. So we have now 3 clips, and what you can do is hold down Alt and also copy them to go on other samples. So you're layering the different sounds. So we have 2 sounds going on at the same time, just to make it a bit more interesting. So you're going to do this on every single sample. So you're going to do it on the first, second, and the third sample. You might also want to add on the last one a little bit more faster paced drum going on as well. So now just loop them so that they're feeling the lift that you are wanting to do. So that you start from slow, then it's going to go a little bit faster, and then it's very fast in the end. After this, we're going to freeze and flatten the track so that we can convert it into audio. So you just highlight it all, freeze, and flatten from the track. Okay, so now we can actually pitch shift it the same way that we have done with the vocals. So you go to the envelopes, you go to clip and transpose, and now you can go and add the envelope all the way to -12 to -24 so that we get a very cool pitch shifting, kick, percussion lift going on like this. Okay, so now is auto filter on a instrument or instruments, and that's adding a movement, it's adding a lift, and that's one of the techniques. It's maybe the most subtle one, but together with the other techniques that I'm going to show you, you can create such a cool stuff. So I'm going to go to the auto filter that we already applied there, and I'm going to open the automation settings. This technique, I want to apply it to the intro. I would apply it maybe some of the choruses, but especially intro and the C part lifts. So let's just go to the intro, and I'm gonna add an automation that will add it to all the instruments. There we go. And let's listen to that. Already that was a very simple way of creating a lift. So the next one is white noise, and we're going to use auto filter but in a different way. So we're going to use the LFO effect on an auto filter. So let's just go and find a white noise sample. It doesn't sound that great, but we're going to go and add that anyway, and then I'm going to loop it. Great sounding, eh? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is add an auto filter into this. So we're gonna go to the automation modes again, and now I'm gonna firstly automate the frequency again. So do the same thing as we just did previously, like this. So it's filtering the white noise in. As a lift by itself, maybe that's already kind of cool. With the LFO, we can create that pulsing movement to it. So will add a mount, and then we can choose the shape that we want. So I might go with the sine first, and then we will go with the rate. There's a couple ways to do it. We can just set a rate here. So example 16, so it will sound like this. I might want to have it that it starts slower, so type of thing. So I'm going to go to the hertz rate measurement. I will automate that control so that I can automate the rate. So the next one is ducking compressor. In especially dance music, this one is very useful. I use it personally just as making pop songs. I'm gonna add a wavetable. So we're gonna do a thing called side chaining. We're gonna add another channel. So we're just gonna add a drum kit and a sample that has kick going on in every single beat. Going even faster, so half faster. Final bar, I'm gonna make it even faster, so it's gonna go on every single note. So now we're gonna go back to the compression of the synth and open that up, open sidechain, and then from here we're gonna select, it was 545 classic kit, so it's this kit that we just created. I'm gonna also mute the kick. There we go. We're going to compress this. So we're going to add how much do we want it to duck. If you're not sure how to apply compression, then please check out the video down below that I have about the topic. We can flatten this, freeze it first, and then flatten. So now we have it as an audio channel. We can remove the kick because we created this. And now, if you want to, we can also transpose the clip the same way that we did earlier with the vocals. So we can just go and maybe put it 12 semitones down. Like that. Arpeggiator on a synth. So we have a very long synth part here. everything's growing. So let's just put an arpeggiator on that channel. And how we use it is using the rate of the arpeggiator. And we're going to change it to 3. And what that does is that we can create you know what I'm doing here? Yeah. So we're going to automate that. We're going to go to the activate automation again. Click the rate and automate that using the pen tool. So I just press B or activate the pen tool from the right top corner so that you can make sure that it kind of goes in steps instead of because then it might not follow the tempo as well. The white noise just to the end like this, so we have the white noise and the synth. There we go. And one more thing is we can reverse also other things than just cymbals. And again, with this especially, if you just layer things, it's just going to sound so good. So we can just layer chords. Example that. And let's just extend it a little bit, make it a bit longer. And then we just reverse it like that. So let's just listen to that. And now it sounds a bit crackly, so let's go to Complex Pro and put the formant down so it's not gonna be as crackly as that. Again, nice subtle lift. And as I said, we can layer things. We can put vocal. We could have example just the vocal going, and then we can, that sounds usually really good reverse. We reverse it and then we just pitch it up. And Complex Pro. What else can we reverse? Oh, boom. So now we have quite everything's kind of low, high end. So what if we just find a boom with long decay like that? And we just need to, whoa, look at that. And we just need to make sure that it's in the right pitch. Okay, so we just tune it out. And now let's reverse it. Make this longer, much longer like that. So that sounds already very cool. And together with everything else, we can have a very cool lift. As I said, you can just use them as you want. I don't know what genre this was. This was just a bit of fun to show you the different techniques. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please hit the bell icon, and also welcome to my Patreon family. Here are all my family already who are part of it. There's a lot more stuff in there, uncut production videos, as well as walkthrough videos and a lot of fun stuff. So yeah, hope to see you there soon. Also check out my merch in a link down below. That's all from today. See you next Sunday, because I post every single Sunday. Every Sunday. So see you here soon. Bye.